The Stoics, in their wisdom, understood human nature and relationships in ways that still resonate today. They were masters of emotional control, self-discipline, and clarity of thought, all qualities essential in navigating relationships with women. One of the most critical lessons they taught was the power of discretion. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent is key to maintaining a balanced, healthy relationship. Some things, once said, cannot be unsaid, and knowing what not to share with your partner is often more important than knowing what to say. In today's episode, we're diving into 7 things you should never tell your woman. These are the hidden landmines that most men are completely unaware of, things that can slowly erode trust, respect, and connection if not handled with care. Make sure to watch until the end, like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've experienced any of these in your relationships. Share your story with us and let's learn from each other. Chapter 1: Your Past Romantic Conquests. A lot of men fall into the trap of oversharing when it comes to their past relationships, thinking that full transparency about every detail of their romantic history will strengthen the bond with their current partner. This belief comes from a well-meaning place. Openness and honesty are often seen as the foundation of trust. However, in reality, oversharing can have the opposite effect, especially when it comes to past romantic conquests. Talking about previous sexual or emotional relationships often stirs feelings of jealousy, insecurity, and comparison. Even if those relationships are long over and seemingly irrelevant, the details can linger in the mind of your partner, potentially damaging the connection you're trying to build. The Stoics, who were masters of emotional discipline, teach us an important lesson here. They believed that what truly matters is the present moment, the here and now, rather than dwelling on the past. While you shouldn't hide essential aspects of your history, there is wisdom in maintaining some discretion about certain details. Your past, especially your romantic past, is something that shaped you, but it doesn't define your current relationship. Describing every detail about your exes, recounting how great certain experiences were, or even subtly comparing past partners to your current one can trigger unnecessary emotional turmoil. It often invites a flood of insecurities, making your partner feel like she's competing with ghosts from your past. It's important to recognize that women, like men, have emotional vulnerabilities. Even the most secure woman can find herself questioning her worth when confronted with detailed stories of your romantic history. Your partner might wonder if she measures up, or worse, feel like she's living in the shadow of your past relationships. This can create emotional distance between you, as her mind becomes occupied with thoughts of not being enough or fearing that she doesn't compare favorably to your exes. The subtle consequence of oversharing can be the erosion of her confidence in the relationship, making her less secure in her position as your partner. Furthermore, focusing too much on your past relationships can lead to an unhealthy dynamic where your partner feels like you're emotionally or mentally stuck in those moments. Even if you're only sharing for the sake of transparency, the effect can be that she feels like she's not your priority. The Stoics would argue that clinging to the past, whether it's reliving past pleasures or romanticizing old relationships, prevents you from fully engaging with the present. If your partner senses that you're still emotionally attached to past lovers or experiences, she may question whether you've truly moved on or if you're still holding on to memories of someone else. This lingering doubt can create tension, mistrust, and insecurity, all of which undermine the foundation of a healthy relationship. Instead of recounting every detail of your romantic history, show your partner through your actions that she is the one who matters now. What's important is not where you've been, but where you're going together. Your past relationships were part of your journey, but they are not your present reality. Focus on building a future with your partner, demonstrating through your behavior, love, and commitment that she is your priority. The Stoics would remind us that it is what you do in the present that counts, how you treat your partner today, how you make her feel valued, secure, and cherished. Additionally, you should strive to avoid unnecessary comparisons between your current partner and your exes. Every relationship is unique, and by comparing your partner to those in the past, you diminish her individuality and create an environment where she feels like she's in competition with women who are no longer part of your life. Instead, celebrate the qualities that make her special and let your actions reflect that she is incomparable to anyone who came before. By focusing on the present and future, rather than dwelling on or romanticizing the past, you create a stronger, more resilient bond. In conclusion, your past romantic conquests are not details you need to share extensively with your partner. While honesty is crucial, there's a fine line between being open and oversharing to the detriment of your relationship. Practice the Stoic principle of living in the present. Value the person you are with now, without letting the shadows of your past interfere with your current happiness. Build trust, security, and intimacy by focusing on the here and now, and let your actions speak louder than words. In doing so, you create a relationship grounded in mutual respect and emotional security, free from the distractions of past relationships. Chapter 2: Family Secrets. One of the most overlooked aspects of privacy in relationships is the importance of keeping family secrets to yourself. While it might feel natural to share intimate details of your family's history or internal matters with your partner, doing so can sometimes lead to unintended and even damaging consequences. Family secrets often involve sensitive, deeply personal, or complicated issues that require a high level of discretion. Whether it's a hidden financial struggle, a past legal issue, an ongoing feud, or any other deeply personal matter, these topics are usually private for a reason. Sharing them with someone outside the family, even your closest partner, can permanently alter how they view your family and potentially create unnecessary tension in your relationship. The Stoics understood the importance of discretion and silence when it came to sensitive matters, especially those outside one's control. They taught that expending energy on things that can't be changed is often unwise, and many family secrets fall into this category. When these secrets involve multiple family members and long-standing issues, revealing them to someone outside the family can not only make things more difficult, but can also have a ripple effect on your personal life. Your partner might have strong emotional reactions, or worse, she might view the issue differently than you expect. Once a family secret is shared, there's no taking it back, and your partner might not always handle the information in the way you hope or anticipate. For example, imagine telling your partner about a long-standing family conflict or grudge. You might feel a sense of relief from getting it off your chest, but it could inadvertently change the way your partner perceives your family. Perhaps she starts to view certain family members in a negative light or even begins to judge them based on the information you've shared. This shift in perspective could lead to friction between her and your family, making interactions and family gatherings awkward or uncomfortable. Over time, this can create a wedge in your relationship, and in extreme cases, she might even try to influence your opinion of your family, leading to internal conflict and strained loyalties. Beyond this, sharing family secrets can also erode the trust that your family has placed in you. When your family shares sensitive information with you, they expect you to keep it within the confines of the family circle. Betraying that trust by discussing these private matters with your partner can cause serious damage to your relationships with family members. The Stoics were firm advocates of maintaining loyalty and integrity, and in this context, that means knowing when to keep certain things confidential. While transparency in a relationship is important, there are boundaries that should be respected, especially when it comes to the trust your family has in you. It's important to recognize that while honest communication with your partner is vital, not every detail of your life needs to be shared. Some family issues simply don't have any bearing on your relationship, and dragging your partner into these matters can create unnecessary complications. Certain topics, such as past mistakes or lingering family disputes, are better kept private unless they directly affect your relationship. By exercising caution and discretion, you maintain the trust of both your family and your partner. You also prevent creating additional, unnecessary stress and potential conflicts in your relationship. Another important aspect to consider is the emotional burden that sharing family secrets can place on your partner. When you bring her into these complex and often unresolved family issues, you might unintentionally burden her with emotional baggage she didn't ask for. Depending on the nature of the secret, it can become an emotional weight that she carries in her interactions with your family. This can lead to increased anxiety, awkwardness, or discomfort during family gatherings, and ultimately strain the relationship. Furthermore, revealing family secrets can put your partner in a difficult position. She may feel torn between maintaining a respectful distance from your family's issues or feeling compelled to offer her opinions and judgments. Neither of these situations is ideal, as they can either make her feel isolated or overly involved in something that doesn't directly concern her. The Stoics would remind us that peace and harmony in relationships are often maintained by knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Just as they believed in self-restraint and managing emotional reactions, they would also advise keeping certain personal matters private to preserve that harmony. On a broader level, sharing family secrets can make it more difficult for your partner to feel fully integrated into your family. If she knows about deep-seated issues or has heard criticisms of certain family members, she may find it hard to build genuine connections with your family. The knowledge of those secrets can color her perceptions and interactions, making it hard for her to feel fully welcomed or comfortable around your loved ones. This can result in a disconnect between her and your family, which in turn may lead to tension between you and your partner. It's also worth noting that discussing family secrets can unintentionally shape the trajectory of your relationship. Once certain things are out in the open, they can influence the way your partner views not just your family, but also you. For example, if you reveal a family history of conflict or dishonesty, it could lead her to question whether those traits might emerge in your relationship. While these concerns might be unfounded, the mere act of sharing certain information can open the door to doubts that didn't exist before. In conclusion, family secrets are delicate matters that should be handled with great care. While it's natural to want to share your life with your partner, it's important to recognize that there are boundaries that should be respected, particularly when it comes to family matters that don't directly impact your relationship. The Stoics would remind us that discretion is often the better part of wisdom, especially when it comes to sensitive issues that don't serve any immediate purpose in the present. By keeping family secrets private, you not only protect the integrity and trust within your family, but you also safeguard the health of your relationship by avoiding unnecessary drama and tension. Chapter 3: Family Opinions. Another critical subject to avoid discussing with your partner is the negative opinions your family might have about her. While it's common for family members to have opinions about your relationship, sharing those criticisms with your partner can create unnecessary tension and long-lasting emotional damage. Family dynamics are often complicated, and although you might feel obligated to be transparent about what your family thinks, doing so can lead to hurt feelings, resentment, and issues that could be difficult to repair. The Stoics, who deeply understood human nature, believed that not every thought or opinion needed to be shared. Their philosophy teaches us to focus on what truly matters and to remain silent when speaking would do more harm than good. Similarly, in relationships, it's important to know when to withhold certain information to protect the emotional well-being of your partner. Sharing every critical comment made by your family only serves to cause insecurity and distrust. Instead, as a partner, part of your role is to safeguard the relationship, and this includes shielding your partner from unnecessary emotional pain or family drama. By revealing negative opinions from your family, you place your partner in an uncomfortable and difficult position. She may feel like she has to compete for your approval or prove her worth, not just to you, but to your family as well. This can quickly lead to a toxic dynamic where she feels alienated or unwelcome at family gatherings, which can cause friction both between the two of you and between her and your family. Over time, this can erode the foundation of your relationship, making it difficult for her to feel genuinely accepted or comfortable in family settings. Moreover, revealing such opinions might even make her question your loyalty. She may start to wonder why you're willing to entertain such negativity about her in the first place, which could weaken the trust and bond between you. It's essential to understand that your partner looks to you for protection and support, particularly when it comes to external criticisms. By relaying your family's disapprovals, you fail to defend her, causing a breach in your relationship's sense of security. Rather than sharing every critical remark, it's wiser to focus on fostering mutual respect between your partner and your family. If there are legitimate concerns from your family, it's better to address those issues privately and diplomatically without dragging your partner into the conflict. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining harmony in all relationships, and much of that harmony comes from discerning when to speak and when to remain silent. Addressing family concerns privately allows you to resolve issues without creating unnecessary tension between your partner and family. A key aspect of this approach is prioritizing your loyalty to your partner. In a committed relationship, your allegiance must shift from your family to the person you've chosen to build a life with. This means standing up for her in front of your family, even when it's uncomfortable. Allowing negative opinions to infiltrate your relationship weakens your bond and can make your partner question your commitment. By keeping those opinions private and handling any concerns discreetly, you protect your relationship from unnecessary drama and ensure that your partner feels valued and supported. In some cases, sharing negative family opinions can even alter how your partner perceives your family. If she becomes aware that certain family members dislike her or don't approve of the relationship, it could permanently damage her willingness to build a healthy connection with them. Once the seeds of distrust are planted, it becomes challenging to foster genuine relationships between your partner and family. She might feel defensive or wary around them, which can further strain the relationship. On the other hand, if you take the Stoic approach and carefully mediate between your partner and family without revealing hurtful opinions, you set the stage for a more harmonious relationship. By handling conflicts diplomatically behind the scenes, you create an environment where your family and partner can coexist peacefully, even if they don't always agree. Ultimately, your loyalty should be to your partner. Defending her in front of your family is crucial for maintaining trust and respect in your relationship. Allowing negative family opinions to take root in your relationship weakens your bond and can lead to long-term issues that are difficult to overcome. By protecting her from those negative opinions, you show her that you are fully committed to the relationship and prioritize her well-being above all else. In conclusion, it's essential to navigate family dynamics with care. Sharing negative family opinions with your partner may seem like honesty, but in reality, it often does more harm than good. Protect your relationship by fostering mutual understanding and respect between your partner and family, and handle any family concerns with maturity and discretion. In doing so, you'll create a healthier, more resilient relationship that's built on trust, loyalty, and emotional security. Chapter 4: Financial support to family and friends. One topic that men often overlook when it comes to privacy in relationships is financial support to family and friends. While honesty about major financial decisions is crucial in any partnership, constantly discussing how you help others financially can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, and even tension between you and your partner. She might begin to question your financial priorities or feel uncertain about your level of commitment to the relationship if she perceives that too much of your resources are being diverted elsewhere. The Stoics placed a strong emphasis on self-reliance, responsibility, and focusing on what one can control. In a modern relationship, this translates to managing your financial decisions with wisdom and discretion. It's not about hiding things from your partner, but about ensuring that the information you share doesn't cause unnecessary emotional strain. Financial matters are one of the most common sources of conflict in relationships, and when you add the complexities of supporting family or friends into the mix, it can further strain things. there's a fine line between being transparent and oversharing. If you're assisting a family member or friend financially, it's essential to manage it with a sense of discretion and care. Your partner doesn't need to know every detail of the arrangement, especially if it's not impacting your shared financial goals. Sharing too much can lead to feelings of jealousy or competition, as your partner may feel like she's being placed second to others in your life. This can create a toxic dynamic where she starts to question your priorities, loyalty, or commitment to the relationship. This doesn't mean you should never discuss your finances with your partner. It's about balance. Major financial decisions that affect your life together should always be transparent. However, when it comes to helping family members or friends, it's important to gauge how much detail is necessary to share. If you're handling your responsibilities in the relationship and contributing to your shared goals, then there's no need to complicate things by disclosing every time you lend a helping hand to someone else. Financial support can also carry emotional weight. If your partner feels like you're investing too much of your resources in others, she might begin to worry about where she stands in your life. In some cases, she might even feel like her own needs are being overlooked. It's not uncommon for partners to start feeling insecure or unimportant when they believe too much of your energy, whether emotional or financial, is being directed elsewhere. This insecurity can lead to conflict, with your partner questioning why you're prioritizing others over your shared future. The Stoics believed in focusing on what truly matters in the present and avoiding unnecessary distractions. In the context of your relationship, this means ensuring that your financial decisions reflect the shared goals and values you've established as a couple. While it's noble to support family and friends, this shouldn't come at the cost of your own relationship. If your partner feels like her needs and your joint priorities are being overshadowed by your financial commitments to others, it can lead to a breakdown in communication and trust. It's also important to recognize that financial discussions can often lead to a power struggle in relationships. If your partner begins to feel like she has no say in how money is being allocated or that her opinions on the matter aren't valued, this can cause friction. Maintaining an open dialogue about significant financial decisions while keeping some matters private can help to avoid unnecessary disputes and power struggles. It's about maintaining balance, ensuring that your relationship remains the priority while still providing help where it's truly needed. When it comes to long-term financial health in a relationship, the key is to stay focused on what benefits both you and your partner. Establishing mutual financial goals, whether that's saving for a home, investing in a future business venture, or preparing for retirement, should take precedence over other commitments. When you're on the same page financially, you build trust and security within the relationship, which makes it easier to navigate other challenges, including the decision to offer financial help to others. Another point to consider is the difference between a supportive partner and a possessive one. It's natural for your partner to have concerns if she feels like you're giving away too much of your resources to others, especially if it's impacting your shared life. However, it's also essential that you don't allow these concerns to escalate into control. If your partner starts dictating how you can support family and friends or becomes overly possessive about your financial decisions, that's a red flag. Relationships thrive on trust and respect, and both partners need to feel comfortable with how financial matters are handled without exerting undue control over one another. In summary, while it's vital to be transparent about major financial decisions, it's equally important to avoid discussing every detail of financial support you provide to family and friends. This helps maintain a healthy balance in your relationship, preventing unnecessary tension and misunderstandings. The Stoics would advise focusing on what matters most in the present, your relationship, and ensuring that your financial decisions reflect the shared values and goals you've built together. Keeping some financial matters private, while being open about what directly impacts the two of you, can lead to a stronger, more resilient partnership. Ultimately, financial harmony in a relationship requires wisdom, discretion, and clear communication. By maintaining a balance between openness and privacy, you can safeguard your relationship from unnecessary strain while still fulfilling your obligations to those you care about. Keep the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control in mind, and remember that your relationship should always come first in the grand scheme of your financial life. Chapter 5. Your insecurities. Sharing your insecurities with a woman is another thing that can often lead to unintended consequences. While it might feel like opening up about your deepest fears and vulnerabilities will bring you closer together, in many cases, it can do the opposite. Women, especially early in a relationship, tend to be attracted to men who exude confidence and strength. Constantly discussing your insecurities can undermine this image and shift the dynamic in a way that affects both your relationship and how she views you. The Stoics believed that internal challenges and struggles should be met with resilience and fortitude. They preached the importance of self-control, especially when it came to managing emotions and weaknesses. While it's important to be authentic in your relationships, this doesn't mean you need to reveal every doubt or insecurity you have. Dwelling on these issues can make them more significant than they need to be, and it can also place an emotional burden on your partner that she may not be prepared to handle. When you reveal too many of your insecurities, you might unintentionally make your partner feel like she needs to fix you or support you in ways she may not be equipped to do. This can create an unhealthy dynamic where she starts to see you as emotionally dependent or fragile, which can diminish her attraction to you over time. Worse still, if your insecurities revolve around your relationship, such as fears of infidelity or feelings of inadequacy compared to other men, it can sow seeds of doubt in her mind that wouldn't have been there otherwise. This doesn't mean you should never discuss your insecurities, but rather that you should be selective and intentional about how and when you bring them up. Sharing your vulnerabilities after you've already established a strong foundation of trust and attraction can be powerful. It shows that you trust her and are comfortable being yourself around her. But sharing every small doubt or fear too early or too often can weaken the image of strength and self-assurance that initially attracted her to you. Instead of focusing on your insecurities, focus on improving yourself and working through those issues on your own. The Stoics would advise building inner resilience and learning to overcome your challenges without relying on external validation. This not only makes you a stronger person, but also a more attractive partner. When you exude confidence, even in the face of personal challenges, you inspire trust and admiration in your partner. In conclusion, while sharing insecurities can sometimes deepen a connection, it's essential to approach the subject with caution. Don't make your insecurities the focal point of your relationship. Instead, work on improving yourself and share your vulnerabilities in a way that strengthens rather than weakens your bond. Chapter 6. Your detailed financial situation. Another thing you should be cautious about sharing with your partner is every detail of your financial situation. Money is one of the most common sources of tension in relationships, and oversharing about your financial situation, whether it's good or bad, can create unnecessary pressure or insecurity. While it's essential to be transparent about significant financial decisions, especially in a committed relationship, constantly discussing every financial detail can lead to problems. The Stoics were firm believers in balance and moderation. In the context of relationships, this means maintaining a healthy balance between transparency and discretion when it comes to finances. If you're constantly discussing your financial worries or triumphs, it can create an uneven power dynamic where your partner either feels like she needs to take care of you or feels inferior because of her own financial situation. For example, if you're struggling financially and make it a frequent topic of conversation, your partner might start to feel insecure about the future of your relationship. She may worry about your ability to provide or to contribute to shared goals like buying a house, starting a family, or traveling together. On the flip side, if you're doing exceptionally well financially and frequently discuss your successes, it can create feelings of inadequacy or inferiority, especially if she's not in the same financial position. While it's important to be honest about significant financial matters like debts, major purchases, or financial commitments, there's no need to share every detail of your bank account or investments. Doing so can place undue pressure on the relationship and shift the focus away from what really matters, your connection and shared values. Instead, focus on building a healthy financial partnership where both of you feel comfortable and secure, without constantly comparing numbers or worrying about financial status. Moreover, sharing too much about your finances can also open the door to control issues. If your partner starts to feel like she has a say in how you manage your money, or vice versa, it can lead to arguments and resentment. Financial independence is crucial, even in a committed relationship, and maintaining that independence means keeping some aspects of your financial life private. In summary, while financial transparency is important, especially in long-term relationships, oversharing can lead to unnecessary stress and tension. The Stoics would advise maintaining balance and focusing on what's truly important in your relationship, rather than getting bogged down by every financial detail. Chapter 7. Comparing her to other women. Perhaps one of the most damaging things you can do in a relationship is to compare your partner to other women, whether explicitly or subtly. This is a sure way to undermine her confidence and create feelings of insecurity and resentment. Whether it's comparing her looks, personality, habits, or career, making these comparisons, especially to exes or other women in your life, can have lasting negative effects on your relationship. The Stoics believed in focusing on the present and accepting people as they are, without constantly measuring them against others. In the context of relationships, this means appreciating your partner for who she is, without comparing her to someone else. Constant comparisons signal that you're dissatisfied or that you believe she falls short in some way, which can erode the emotional connection you've built. For example, if you tell your partner that your ex was more attractive or more successful in her career, you're essentially planting seeds of doubt in her mind. She may begin to feel like she's not good enough or that you're constantly evaluating her based on an impossible standard. This can lead to insecurity, jealousy, and ultimately a breakdown in trust and intimacy. Even more subtle comparisons, like commenting on how other women dress or behave, can have a similar effect. Your partner might start to feel like she's not living up to your expectations or that you're always on the lookout for something better. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and create a wedge between the two of you. The Stoics would advise against focusing on external appearances or superficial qualities, instead valuing the deeper qualities that truly matter in a person. It's crucial to make your partner feel appreciated and valued for who she is, not how she compares to others. Building a strong, healthy relationship means focusing on the unique qualities that make her special and avoiding any discussions that make her feel like she's in competition with other women. In conclusion, never compare your partner to other women, whether consciously or unconsciously. The Stoics believed in the importance of accepting and appreciating people as they are, and this philosophy is especially important in relationships. By focusing on your partner's unique qualities and avoiding comparisons, you strengthen your bond and build a relationship based on mutual respect and admiration. As we wrap up, remember that mastering the dynamics of a relationship is a lifelong journey, one that the Stoics themselves emphasized through their teachings on human nature and self-awareness. The things you choose to share or keep private play a huge role in how strong your relationship becomes. While honesty and transparency are important, knowing what to keep to yourself is equally vital for building trust and maintaining respect. By being mindful of what you say and how it impacts your partner, you're creating an environment where both of you can grow and thrive together without unnecessary tension or insecurity. If you take away anything from today's episode, let it be this: just as the Stoics taught, balance is key. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent is an art that will help you navigate the complexities of your relationship with grace and wisdom. So, if you found today's insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who might need to hear it. And if you've had any personal experiences related to the things we've talked about, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories and thoughts. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, stay strong, stay wise, and keep mastering the art of relationships.